Hi there, my name is Jan and I'm one of the digitally made experts, and today we're going to talk about the split. But before we proceed to that, let me just give you a quick recap of what we discussed last week. So we discussed about the golden circle. It talks about the what, the how, and the why, and usually the end users look at it from the outside-in perspective, while we are the business owners and your team should look at it from the inside out, which is from why, how, what. And today we're going to deep dive into the impact of the purpose. If you have a purpose, that's good, which is your why. If you don't have a purpose, that's bad, of course. All right. And so I'm going to show you a model as to how it's going to impact your organization or your business when you don't have or you don't understand your purpose. So usually when we start a business, we have a measure that we are aiming to hit. It may be money, it may be like products, it may be ideas that we want to come to life, as long as it is a measure. So let's talk about measure. And then obviously, in every business, there's what we call like the duration of the business. So that's the time. So let's talk about time. When we start the business, more often than not, the why and the what is in sync. You need to say all of the things that you are putting out, it's the same thing with your purpose. Like the results that you produce, it's coming from the inside. It's coming from the purpose. You understand the purpose of what you're putting out there. The sad thing about it is, as time flies, usually the what increases, the results keeps on increasing, but your why starts to decline or even stagnate or mature. So this is the what. This is the what. Now where's the how? In the middle section, that's your how. Okay? Now, the challenge with this is when we start a business, we understand the purpose of it. You're the owner. And then eventually, you're going to create results that's aligned with your purpose. So it's aligned. What happens in the future, what happens after that is you're going to hire people, you're going to have more ideas so that you can produce more content, so that you can earn a lot of money, so that you can also expand yourself. The results is now bigger than your purpose. So what happens is the results keeps on getting increased or higher, and then your why starts to decline, and the how starts to be big. All right, and this is related to marketing and brandings, because when the how part is how you market yourself out there, and that's what people see during the what. But in order for you to market yourself out there with confidence, is you need to understand your why. And that's your branding again. So it talks about branding and marketing. Your why is your branding. It's who you are. It's what you believe in. It's your purpose. It's your cause. And then your how talks about how you're going to market yourself out there so that people will know what you believe in. If it's not aligned anymore, then chances are you're going to attract people who won't or who are not believers in what you believe in. And eventually, what's going to happen to a business if this trend continues is that's going to die. It's what we call like the line. Now to give you a case study or like an example to support this is what happened to Apple. Now 1985, Steve Jobs left the company. It's not really left, was kicked out from the company. And what happened was the stock price of Apple keeps on going down and down and down and down. It's because the purpose of the business has changed. And so what they did in the movie, of course, and in the book, what happened was they invited Steve Jobs back so that he can revive the purpose of the business. What happened was when he came back, most of the projects that he did, he started to stop everything and just focus on like minimum of 4 things. The purpose is there. It's clear for him as to what he's going to do, and that's how they marketed the products, and the business has gone up. So it's really important for us to understand the why and the what and the how, because it talks about your branding and marketing. So I hope this video really adds value to you. It is in relation to what we discussed last week and what we're talking about today. And next week, we're going to talk about the product life cycle. Now, we have been talking about the why and the how. But when you have those things, you have a product. And we need to understand that the product also has a life cycle, just like any human being. It's quite different, but it's similar. Okay? So, thank you very much. And see you again next week.